Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, mightn't go up and this man. Yeah, I could have done that. We'll talk about him later. Not for anything. That's a fun song. And I think I told you guys many, many times that I did a ton of weddings with my husband, Alfredo, back in the day when he was a wedding DJ. And Achy Breaky Heart was just one of those songs that we always did. Wait. You can tell my heart. Achy breaky. I'm trying to remember the line. Like, we had a line dance for everything. We had a line dance for Happy Birthday. No, we didn't. We didn't have a line dance for Happy Birthday. We had a line dance for basically everything. Let me see. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. Just don't. I just don't think you'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, mightn't go up in this man. But I feel like there's something missing. Listen, this was like 15 years ago. So if I'm missing a few steps in the routine, forgive me. Hi, everybody. It's Friday night. Welcome aboard to the show where we talk about a whole bunch of different things. It's so funny. I'm starting to get these comments now, which I of course delete because we don't need any nonsense, but um saying to get to the point. Well, there are many points during these shows. There's not just one, there's several. We have several points to make on a Friday Night Live. So just know that, if you're going to tag along and listen and, maybe turn us on while you're in your car taking a road trip somewhere, we're going to talk about many different things, not just one, whole bunch, whole bunch. So hello to Suzanne. Hello to Cindy. Yeah, I hope you're having a great week too. And we are located in Rhode Island, Little Rhodey. People think sometimes it's Long Island. No, it's Rhode Island. Long Island's completely different. Not too far from here, though. Maybe a 4-hour drive with a ferry in between, maybe ish, kind of, sort of around that. But we are not Long Island. We are Rhode Island. And it's really cold. That's all I can say. It has been so cold. Today, I felt like I was in the tropics because it got up to 32. And I know that I really shouldn't complain because there are people in other parts of the country and the world where it's even colder, like in the negatives. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I am because it's been really cold. And pajamas, like, I just want to wear my pajamas all the time. I can see why people go out during the day with their pajamas on because they're so fun and cozy and you just don't want to take them off sometimes. I don't even care. Like, you just don't. And, so I've been also this week very, very strict on what I've been eating. Like, I cannot tell you, I said, I cannot go on this way. I can't go on the way I'm going on. And I didn't even know how I was going on. I didn't even know how I was gaining weight. I didn't know what was happening. So I've been very good and I've done well, but I don't want to say anything because last time I did that, I ended up gaining weight. So I'm like, you know what? And I know it probably seems trivial to some of you guys, but we all have to feel comfortable with us. Right. And I just am not feeling comfortable with us right now. So I need to do what I need to do. And one thing I did stop this week, which is killing me. It is completely bread. Where is my bread? I have not had an ounce or shred of bread this week, and it's killing me because I actually went out to lunch today, and the guy brings over a second basket of rolls with butter, and he puts them right down in front of me, and I'm like, I could just have a corner of it. I could just have mostly butter with a little tiny sliver of bread. But you know what? It wouldn't have stopped there. I would have eaten every single roll and I didn't do it. And that was a lot of willpower for me because I am a bread-oholic, people. Bread-oholic. So it was a lot of willpower to do that. So I figure if I can say no to bread, I can do anything in my life. Absolutely anything. So let us know in the comments down below where you are living, How cold is it, or are you in tropical temps? Which I will be completely jealous and I will want to come to your house because I'm over it. I just want summer now. I want it yesterday. Yeah. Peter Baker, finding your way down in Baker Street. Hello, Peter. How are you? So it's very nice to see all of you this evening. And like I said, I hope you've all had a great week. I hope you're in for a wonderful weekend. What am I doing this weekend? Oh, we're going to a lunch tomorrow, which is nice. And now I probably will have a bread temptation again. And I will just have to say no. I will just have to do it. And then Sunday, I think Sunday's a free day, but listen. Oh, by the way, before we move on, if you have not already downloaded the app too, Kiki.fm, it's free in the App Store. Go ahead, download it. It is an internet radio station which plays the best in classic rock, classic dance, classic pop, classic anything. It is great. Take a listen to it. Al has put his heart, soul, blood, sweat, and tears into this radio station. Please give it a listen. Also, please hit the like button to this video. Helps me out a tremendous amount. Costs you nothing to hit the little like button. Did that rhyme? Cost you nothing to hit the like button. Oh, I like that. I should get that on a t-shirt. And also, if you'd be so inclined to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome as well. And also, please make comments because we have a great community here and everybody's so friendly and fun. So go ahead, say hello to each other. And there you go. So Dr. Giroux, hey, from Louisiana, we actually had 8 inches of snow. Stop it. Oh my gosh, this never happens. Louisiana with snow. Isn't that amazing? And 8 inches. The whole town must have shut down because Florida, I know, was going nuts too. And my daughter lives in Texas and she's texting me. She lives in Texas and she's texting. Get it? So she's texting me going, where do I get a shovel? I'm like, well, go to Walmart. I mean, they must. She's like, Mom, it's Texas. They don't sell that stuff here. So she had to deal with it. And then a friend of mine was telling me today about videos of dogs in the snow in Florida. And they're like, they don't know what to do. Like, what is this white stuff falling from the sky? What is this under my feet? My paws are cold. She said, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Barry, what's going on? Barry in the house. 8 inches of snow in Alabama. Barry, I got to ask you a question. The Gulf Coast, is that nice? I don't know, because my daughter and I want to get together. We want to meet somewhere. And my friend told me about the Gulf Coast in Alabama today. Is that right? It's because you guys are kind of near Florida. I do remember Gary saying that, right? So is the Gulf Coast nice? Is it worth visiting? It looks pretty. So I'm just curious about it. And Dr. Giroux says, yes, everything's shut down. I believe it. I totally believe that. And happy Friday to you, Barry. And Peter's got 12 degrees this evening. I don't know what the temp is outside of Rhode Island tonight, but it's got to be cold. And Suzanne says the low tonight here in Western Pennsylvania is to be 8 degrees. And there was, I watched a YouTube video of this woman. I think she had to be in Canada. She had to be. And she said, oh, this is what we do for fun here. She had a big pitcher full of hot water and then threw it up in the air. And in slow motion, the whole thing as it's coming down was just all ice. It was kind of cool. It's on YouTube if you want to see it. Yeah. So anyway, that's it. Weather, weight, and the week. And Christine, how are you? Nice to see you tonight. And 17 in Michigan. Oh, my dog does not want to go outside. Louis is the smart one. He's like, Mom, please. I don't want to wear shoes and I just don't want to go outside. And I'm like, dude, you have to go out occasionally during the day. But if he didn't have to, let me tell you, he would want nothing to do with it. But when it's sunny and nice out and warm, he doesn't want to come inside. So it's just one of those crazy things. Anywho, busy week in the United States of America. We had an inauguration. We have a new president. Martin Luther King Day was on Monday. Some people worked, some people didn't. I actually had a day that I could, because we had a snow day in Rhode Island, and I tried to get things done. I started talking about this a few minutes ago, but just trying to, my gosh, here we go again, getting rid of more things. I don't know why it's so difficult, but I just have to focus. I did focus on Monday, and I did manage to condense a lot of things, and I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of things from a particular room. But it's hard because we can't do anything right now. Like, my whole thing is for most of you who know, yard sales are our thing here. And for me, I like having them. I like doing them. I like going to them, but we can't do that right now because there's snow on the ground. So as soon as the weather breaks, I'm going to have like 25 yard sales because I need to get rid of this stuff. Like, I sound like a broken record, but I need to get rid of a lot of things. I just do. I just do, like, it's bothering. Now it's to the point it's infecting my brain. I've been a collector for so many years. It's hard. It's hard to let it go, but I gotta do it. I gotta let it go. I gotta let it go. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Happy Friday to each and every one of you. Let's get into what is going on in both music and entertainment news. So, I don't know. For those of you who follow TikTok, it was shut down, I guess, for 14 hours over the weekend. Was it Saturday night into Sunday, I think? And, I really wasn't impacted. A lot of people were. My daughter's telling me these crazy stories, though. She said, Mom, do you know that a lot of people just deleted TikTok off of their phone because they thought it was just really going to go away forever? And I'm like, first of all, why would you delete the app? Because nothing was really, I mean, people were talking about it, but you didn't know. And really, who cares? You delete the app, okay, you can get it back. Well, I guess if you deleted the TikTok app, you can't get it back now. I'm not going to delete mine and try to do it again. I'm not going to do that because I do like watching it. But if you deleted the TikTok app, you cannot re-download it on your phone at this time. Isn't that crazy? So she said there are people selling their iPhones for thousands of dollars with the TikTok app on their phone. But I said, then that would mean somebody would have to sell their phone with their SIM card on it, which means that anyone can have all of their personal information. She goes, yeah, I don't know if this is true. This is something she told me. I don't know. If you guys know if it's true, let us know in the comments. But first of all, I would never sell my phone with all of my stuff in it. No, that's not going to happen. But then second of all, to pay thousands of dollars for a phone that has an app on it that I want back, well, you shouldn't have deleted it in the first place. So this is an article from GannonKnight.com. And the title of the article is Stop Scrolling. Is This Goodbye to TikTok? Many people thought it was goodbye. And I do remember, seeing this message. It said, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. Actually, let me go ahead and let's share my screen here. Let's do that. Shan't we share? There it is. So it says, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. And TikTok was brought back the next day. Like I said, I didn't lose any sleep over it. I went to bed as normal and I didn't stay awake all night because TikTok was not available. Nope, I did not get impacted that way. So, yep, this happened on January 19th, and there's a whole law that is in effect, I guess, trying to ban TikTok. Now, I really didn't understand the whole thing, but I quickly read this article before I came on here. And there's a law called the Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. And this was passed by the House of Representatives on March 13th of last year. Who knew? I didn't know. Like, there were rumblings about TikTok potentially going away, but I didn't know about this whole law and everything. And it focuses on TikTok specifically and other apps operated by the company that owns TikTok called ByteDance, BYTE Dance. And that's another thing I did not know TikTok was owned by ByteDance. I thought TikTok was owned by TikTok. I mean, if I'm not digging into this information, how the heck would I know? So I guess the big thing is that the government does not want TikTok to collect data from us Americans and selling it to others around the world. And I'm not even going to say, some countries' names, I'm afraid of saying them. Why should I be afraid? I don't know, but I feel like I'm so, oh my gosh, but I'm not going to say it. But anyway, and it says that it could potentially put all of us, in a bad way. And TikTok has said, listen, the data that we have that's stored in the US has never been asked for and would never be turned over to a specific country's party. And let's see, the average population in the US is about 340 million. About 170 million people use TikTok, which is like more than half, right? And the government is saying we don't want to take a risk of everyone's information being basically sold. And that was the whole thing. So the law says that TikTok needed to be sold to another non C named company before January 19th, or it was going to be banned here in the United States. And a whole bunch of people are coming out, I'm going to buy it. Like, who is it? Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. I think he offered $20 billion for TikTok. Like, first of all, who's sitting around with $20 billion to be able to buy an app? Isn't that crazy? So if somebody's willing to pay $20 billion for an app and they have the money and the people around them to be able to afford that, dang, girlfriend, TikTok's going to be making some good money. There's going to be some good money being made on that app. And I will tell you, a lot of people sell a lot of stuff on TikTok and people make a lot of money from what I'm understanding. Not by being on TikTok, mind you, not by being a creator, but by selling things in the TikTok shop. I have to say, sometimes you can probably get a really good deal in the TikTok shop because it looks like some things sell for half of what they sell for on Amazon. I don't know how they can do that. Is it a counterfeit product? I don't know how they do it. Just like TJ Maxx. How does TJ Maxx sell things for so cheap? I don't know. Like I went in there the other day, I got 2 brand new t-shirts for $12.99. Who could, I think the hanger was worth more than what the t-shirts were. I did, like, how can they afford to do that? But you know what? I'm going to take advantage while I can. Like whoever's buying for TJ Maxx, I say that all the time. Like they're doing a great job. Just keep doing what you're doing, TJ Maxx buyers. Anywho, so TikTok, it came back, and people are saying, no, TikTok, it's not a threat to us. Come on. But someone's going to buy TikTok, and I guess it's on reprieve right now. So let's see. The president asked the Supreme Court to pause the ban, wait for the inauguration, but they still upheld the law. And the president said the Supreme Court decision was expected and everyone must respect it. And he did bring TikTok back, which he told people he would do. And he's going to try to issue an executive order to prolong the time for TikTok before they could make a deal to protect national security. So again, I don't know, they just want the company sold, but there's a time limit on this whole TikTok thing. Something's got to happen before a certain amount of time, and I'm not going to dig into it right now, but I have another channel called Kiki Room, and I talked about this for a little bit in one of my videos. And really, I like TikTok for recipes and watching silly animal videos. Pretty much, that's what I like it for. So, I'm not really deep into the TikTok world, but I have to say I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. And some of the videos, they're so short. I don't think they can go for 3 minutes. I wish they would be longer, but they're not. Hi, Nancy. How are you? It is so nice to see you. Yeah, so please hit the like button. I totally appreciate it, guys. And moving on to this article from variety.com, there is a Led Zeppelin documentary coming out called Becoming Led Zeppelin. That is definitely one I want to see. Maybe this weekend. I said I was going to do it last weekend. We just didn't have the time. I want to see the Bob Dylan movie. So maybe I can convince Al to go to see it. And I would definitely want to see this Led Zeppelin documentary. Becoming Led Zeppelin chronicles the origins and meteoric rise of this amazing classic rock band. And let's see, it is only coming to the IMAX theaters, which I haven't been to an IMAX theater in decades because the closest one we have to us in Rhode Island is in the Providence Place Mall. And I never go there because it's a hassle. You got to park in the garage and then you got to walk in, you got to get a ticket. Listen, I just want to park my car, go in, come out, do what I got to do and leave. But it's just a hassle. So I probably won't be going to the IMAX theater to see this, but I guarantee Becoming Led Zeppelin will be available on other platforms next year. I'm sure of it because all of these things always get released somewhere else. It is coming to IMAX on February 7th, and it will only be shown in 200 theaters across the United States. There will be early access screenings in 18 markets on February 5th. And let's see, the film's director, Bernard McMahon, said the cinematic power of IMAX paired with the film's authentic sound creates an immersive and transportive viewing experience, letting audiences feel like they are there in the venues with the band. See, that would be so cool. And let's see, it goes back to their beginnings with never before seen footage, of course. That's always a thing, and people always love to see that. Commentary will come from Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, John Paul Jones, and John Bonham. So let's see. It's called a hybrid docu-concert movie. And there will be rare unseen performances, including concert halls of Led Zeppelin's tours. And let's see, it does not include their entire career, but focuses on their beginnings in the 1960s. And the documentary is told in Led Zeppelin's own words and is the first officially sanctioned film on the group, which is very, very cool. And to be hearing from people who are no longer with us, again, having that captured in audio or on film is just always something to see. So if you want to see Becoming Led Zeppelin and you have an IMAX near you, check it out and follow along to see when and where you can see it. Okay. And the Guess Who. So this was quite interesting. I popped across this article, I think it was yesterday. I said, wow, what's going on? What's going on? And the title, this is from, let's see, heldsburgtribune.com. And the title of the article is Guess Who's Singer Reclaims the Name. There was a whole big thing with the Guess Who. Who's the Guess Who? Which we don't know. There were two of them, I guess. Well, really, only one. There's only one Guess Who. But, there was a band out there touring as the Guess Who, and Burton Cummings did not want that to be a thing. And he shut them down, basically. They have not performed since they've been shut down. It's been months now. And the guys are all off doing their own thing. Michael Stairtoe is back working with the iconic and incredible Mr. Lou Gramm, who said that he's retiring this year, but he's busy. He's really busy. Not sure when he will retire. I don't think he wants to to be quite honest. I think Lou is just going to go down with a microphone in his hand. And you know what, Lou? You should. Don't retire. You're too good. You're too fun. Why would you want? We love you, Lou. Don't do it. Just stay with us forever and ever. And we would love that. So, yeah, so Michael is back with Lou. Derek Sharp is doing, I think he's doing his own music, if I'm not mistaken. But digging into this article, These Eyes, American Woman, the Guess Who hits that we all know and love. And let's see, Burton Cummings, songwriter, keyboardist, singer of the Guess Who. He is going out on a 60th anniversary hits tour. And fans will also hear No Time, Laughing, Clap for the Wolfman, Hand Me Down World, Share the Land, and tons more of Guess Who classics. And Burton said in this article that him and co-writer, guitarist Randy Bachman, loved their radios, loved listening to their radios as they were kids where they grew up in Winnipeg, Canada. I am a radio kid. I am someone who, man, if my ears were always red because I had my transistor up to my ear continuously, that's me. That's me constantly. I broke so many antennas on my little transistor radios, and I would try to fix them, but they were bent and the metal was impossible to even tape these things back to. It didn't work. If you put scotch tape around it, it wasn't the same. So my mom would have to get me another transistor radio, and oh my gosh, I love them. I was a radio kid. There are latchkey kids. I was a radio kid. 100%, 1,000%. And let's see, let's go on looking at this article. So Burton is going to do 32 dates in America. And he's got his first solo album being released called A Few Good Moments, his first solo album in 16 years. But let's get to reclaiming the name. Does it talk about that? Okay, so Cummings and Bachman only recently regained control of the Guess Who trademark after settling a protracted dispute with the band's other surviving members, Jim Cale and Gary Peterson. And we know Gary would go out with the other band who was calling themselves the Guess Who, and Burton had a big problem with that. And Gary would occasionally go out, but a lot of the times he was not there due to health reasons. So that was another issue that, I guess Burton and Randy were having a problem with, because I guess in their contract or whatever, it stated that the original member had to be with the band 100% of the time or something like that. Don't quote me. I'm just kind of going off memory. So there was a lawsuit filed in 2023. It said that Jim Cale got the trademark in 1986 without the other band members' knowledge or consent, which is crazy to me. It seemed like a lot of that happened. There was a lot of, band members taking over control of bands and no one else knew about it. But when you have a conversation, isn't that something you talk about? So I don't know. I think there's some blurred lines going on, but let's see. It also said that the group continued to perform as the Guess Who. It's the one with Derek Sharp and Gary Peterson, was in the ads and everything, Michael Stairtoe. And that happened even after Jim retired in 2016, and Peterson rarely performed with them. And I do remember reading that, Gary has health issues, and when he could go out, he would, and when he couldn't, he couldn't. And he didn't. So the complaint goes on to say that Cummings and Bachman refer to their former bandmates not as the Defendants, which is standard practice, but as the cover band. It's a nice jibe, but Cummings says it wasn't about that. And now there was a lot of There was a lot of going back and forth. And, fans, whoa, did they take sides on this? Did they ever take sides on this? This was like an REO Speedwagon thing. Seriously. Fans were either for Burton or for the group. What do we call it? The group that went out as the Guess Who? I guess maybe. I guess so. But I have to say, I was unfortunately not able to go to the band calling themselves the Guess Who show a couple of years ago here in Rhode Island. Al was able to go there. He did a great interview with them, which was taken down uh, on YouTube by someone. So actually, he said it was a great show and it was a sold out show. And that group that was going out before they were told not to, I guess they sold out a lot of shows, and fans really they came from all over to follow these guys. So Al said it was a great show, high energy, a lot of fun, but they weren't having it. Burton and Randy were not having it. Burton said, "We just get tired of these people," and this is a quote, "pretending they were the guys that cut the records," he said. They would go out to meet and greet parties with copies of our albums in their hands. It was silly. So this is not about satisfaction and revenge or anything. This is simply about what is right. And now they have the right, Burton and Randy, to go out and tour as the Guess Who. They can. Will it happen? Burton says, I don't know. Randy's very into the Bachman Turner Overdrive legacy, and he's out there with his son Tal. And I have my own band, so I've got my own way to rock. It may happen and it may not. We'll see what the future brings. But in the meantime, I'm very happy with my band and my new album. Burton said he will never leave the stage without performing American Woman, the band's biggest hit. And he said the lyrics caused controversy. And he said, we had been touring the States a lot on the strength of These Eyes and Laughing. We would play 5 cities a week, and we noticed how the American girls seemed like they were more in a hurry to grow up, to wear more makeup and wear sexier clothes than the girls back in Canada. Isn't that interesting how that culture shift is? And he went on to say, so we were playing 2 shows, and they'd start the second show without me. But when I heard Randy playing that riff, I just ran out on stage and started making up whatever came out of my head. And so I'm looking out at that crowd and I'm thinking, Canadian Woman, I prefer you. But what came out of my head was, American Woman, stay away from me. And he said it was never meant to be political. So there's a little backstory to American Woman. Will Burton and Randy go out as the Guess Who? They can do it. I mean, you would think after all of this that they would, just because of everything they had been through and all of the social media posts, and there was a lot of anger going on. I mean, if you hadn't read it, I read a lot of it, and like I said, it was such a divided line for Burton and Randy and the other guys who are out touring. And I hate to say it like that. They were really good, nice guys, talented. But, there's a contract and there's a right and a wrong way to do things. And if it wasn't right, I guess you got to do what you got to do. So there you go. I just wish everybody the best. I hope that the guys who were previously performing for a long time, I think it was 10 years. I hope they're all doing okay, and I hope they're happy, and I hope they're able to perform the way that they want to, because it's important. This is such, it's an art. We love live music. We love everything that these guys do. So it's great. Patty Taylor's in the house. Oh, it's Patty Taylor and Tim. Where's Tim? He's over there. There's Patty and Tim. Tim and Patty. Here we go. Tim and Patty. Yo, yo, yo. Whoa, I just made that up. So, let's see. Patty says, Christine, I have tickets to that concert in Shipshawana, too. I don't know what. I'm sorry. I missed it because it's up there. Not that you can see up there, but I can't see what's up there. And let's see. Christine said, I broke my bank and bought the VIP sound check meet and greet. What show? Please tell me. I need to know. Nancy, I did. I hope you did as well, Patty. I love Fridays. I love Fridays too. Nice song, isn't it? Tell Tim I just sang a song for him, so he'd be all happy. So what are you guys going to see? Let me know. I was thinking of going to see Styx and Kevin Cronin and Don Felder in Dallas with my daughter because we're going to do a meetup. We're going to do a meetup soon. But I'm like, you know what? No, no, we're going to go. We're going to go have fun somewhere. So I don't know. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about where we're gonna go, where to meet. Like, how cool is that? Like, I get to meet my kids somewhere, which is kind of crazy. So it'll be fun. Oh, Christine said Lou Graham and Shipshawana Indian. Oh, nice. Lou Graham reschedules from November. Good for you. See, I'm telling you, Lou. And I have so many pictures of Lou in here. Lou's not going anywhere. I love him. He should just stay. Just stick around. Don't retire. There's no retiring, Lou. We love you. Lou Graham and the All Star Band. I've heard they're great. Isn't that silly? I've seen Lou. I have not seen Lou in the All Star Band because I see Lou with John Payne. I've seen him with Steve Augeri. So I see him with those guys. I've not seen the All Star Band, which is crazy. So maybe, who knows? Maybe this year. We shall see. All right, let's see what else is going on. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so this is from billboard.com. Brand new article. I think I just got this today. I just saw this today, and it's probably been out for a while. But this came out a couple of days ago. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame aims to axe copyright lawsuit over Van Halen guitar photo. And I'm like, what is this all about? What is going on? So let's see. It's always something, but it keeps me talking. So it's fine. The museum says it's a fair use to display a copyrighted photo to contextualize an exhibit of Eddie's famous guitars, and they have a federal court ruling to prove it. What? So they must. All right. So my guess is they used one of Eddie's pictures or something, and it's in the museum, but someone's saying they don't have a right to use it, but they're saying, oh no, yes, we do. Oh, they're not going to let me read. For God's sakes, you're going to make me pay. I'm not going to pay. All right. Oh, here we go. Here's a free article. This is from petapixel.com. Oh, and look, the whole article's there for free. So let's go ahead and read that one. Photographer sues Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for illegally displaying his image of Van Halen. Okay. All right. Why doesn't that X out? I don't like that. See, these little things that pop up on the side. Okay. So there is a music photographer who's been around for a very long time, filed a lawsuit against the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, claiming that the museum illegally displayed his image of the band Van Halen. Ooh, this is kind of juicy. Photographer Neil Zlozauer, I really hope I'm saying that right. I guess he's very, very big in the photographic community. He has, oh boy, is he ever. Look at this. He has taken pictures of the Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, and Bruce Springsteen. Well, hello. Let's just, Neil, I love you. Hope I said his name right. He filed the lawsuit against the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we all know that they are in Cleveland, Ohio. I bet it's cold there. So the complaint was filed Friday. It has to be last Friday. Neil alleges that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame never paid to license his black and white copyrighted photo of Van Halen from the late 70s. Oh, that's not good. And the Rock Hall should know better. They should know better. So Billboard has a report out there, and it says that Neil accused the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame of using his photo of Van Halen without permission and turning the image into an 8-foot-tall display in the museum. No bueno. You shouldn't be doing that. That's kind of ballsy. Like if you're taking someone else's picture, because you have to give credit to the people, right? So also in the lawsuit, Neil says that and I quote, "They made an exact copy of a critical portion of plaintiff's original image for the exhibit, which Neil says did not include any photo credit or mentions as to the source of the image." And he went on to say in the filing that a museum like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which displays so many copyrighted images and recordings, well, they should know better, basically. That's what he's saying, and he's right because now I've never been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, not sure if I want. Like, I would think it would be, nice to go just because it's a thing. I mean, I think first and foremost, I'd wanna go to Nashville. That's where I'd wanna go, like, before anything, I would wanna go there and just, like, walk around and see if I see Jelly Roll or John Oates. Like, that's what I would do. That's where I would wanna go first, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, yeah, I would think it's, music, copyright. Like, I can only do so much here too because of copyright. I can't play a video with, of like, I couldn't play a get. Oh gosh, we don't want to play a Guess Who video because then, oh my goodness, you can't just go and play things like that. You have to ask permission. Except for what I'm playing at the end, I think that would be okay, and you'll see at the end. But let's see. Neil owns a comprehensive portfolio of physical and digital platforms and has advanced operational and strategic expertise in an industry where copyright is prevalent. And that's what his attorneys have said in court documents. Defendant staff have significant experience in copyright matters and are familiar with specific practices, including the need to ensure that all of the works used in their exhibits have been properly licensed. And the fines could be up to $150,000 per infringement if Neil and his attorneys prove that the Rock Hall has violated his rights for copyright. And there have been about 50 similar cases that have been filed against the Rock Hall in the past 10 years. Neil has sued Universal Music Group twice for using his images of Elvis Costello and Guns N' Roses. He also filed lawsuits against Ticketmaster, Warner Music Group, and Motley Crue. Ooh. Oh boy. Why did he sue Motley Crue? Let's see. Neil's Lowe's Hour. Let's see. Neil, I'm going to look that one up because that's kind of interesting. Neil Zlow Zauer Motley Crue. Let's see. Fine. Okay, so he has sold prints of Motley Crue, fine prints of Motley Crue. Say anything about a lawsuit? I don't see. Let's see, lawsuit. Okay. So back in 2023, at the end of the year, this is from BloombergLaw.com. Motley Crue photo copyright allegedly infringed on Facebook. And I can't read everything because, again, you have to log in, you have to have an account. So it said that a photographer filed a copyright infringement lawsuit against Flinster Investments, LLC, alleging that the company's social media account knowingly used a 1991 picture of the rock band Motley Crue without the owner's permission. And Neil said that Flinster violated his rights and engaged in infringement. Okay. But see, I can't read everything, so we won't go any further with that, but you get it. So quite interesting. We'll keep on top of that situation with the Rock Hall. My goodness. Hello, Kathy Waddle. How are you? Nice to see you. And Patty says, I'm in second row. We'll need to meet up. Yeah, you guys have to meet up and take a picture. That would be so fun. And let's see. Kathy said the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum is fun. You can see the Hee Haw set. I used to watch Hee Haw every Saturday night. Hee Haw. That was great. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. And let's see, Christine said to Patty that she's going solo on the trip to see Lou. So guess what? Patty, Tim, and Christine in the Lou house. And Roberta, hello. Hello. How are you, dear? Nice to see you. So this is great. Look, is everybody meeting up? Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is so real. I like it. I like it a lot. Moving on to more music news. Music news. Connection to this website is not secure. Oh, well. This is from kshe95.com. So, Kiss's song, I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Why am I stuffed up? Not that that would matter for my singing voice. All of a sudden, I don't know why this happens to me. But so it's at the back, it's at the top of the Billboard's chart for TV songs. I was made for loving you by Kiss. Like is that not insane? So that song came out in 1979 on their album Dynasty. And now in 2025, I Was Made for Loving You is number 1 on Billboard's top TV songs chart for December of 2024. Like, I didn't even know they had a chart for top TV songs. Did you? That's a new thing for me. And that says it's because it was in the Disney Plus series called What If? ... question mark. And the song earned 8.6 million official on-demand US streams and 1,000 downloads to earn the top spot. I Was Made for Loving You also jumped to number 2 on Billboard's Rock Digital Song Sales chart for January 18th, thanks to its inclusion in the show. I've never heard of the show What If? It's an animated series that's part of the Marvel circle of being. And I think that's great, you know? I mean, because it gets to the top of this chart, which means that people are downloading it. Not that they're going to make a crap ton of money from it, but I'm sure they get money for being used in the series. They got to get paid for that. And they are going to get paid for people downloading it and streaming it. So it's a nice resurgence, you know, for Kiss. Not that they need it because people just love them. And I mean, who doesn't love old? I love original Kiss music. Well, original, like from back in the day. I don't care if, you know, they went disco. What I don't care. I love that Kiss. I just do. It is what it is. I love it. And I just think it's great. These older songs getting these, you know, new breaths of life. It's awesome. I think it's just awesome. And we got some sick people, you know, some sick artists now. Have you heard about this? Billy Joel. This is from AmericanSongwriter.com. So before we move into, you know, illnesses and all this stuff, Billy Joel announced that he was going to go out with Sting and Rod Stewart starting in September. I think that's really cool because he's still doing stuff with Stevie Nicks, right? I think so. I think he's still doing shows with her, a few here and there. And Billy's busy. So the first show with Sting will be on September 5th at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. And the second show will be with Billy and Rod on September 20th at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And let's see, tickets for these shows will go on sale not this Friday, but next Friday, January 31st, 10 o'clock. And in 2009, Billy was the first artist to play a concert at Nationals Park, which is home to Major League Baseball's Washington Nationals. I don't know anything about that. I know about reality TV, though. Like, if you were to tell me something about Jersey Shore, like, I could probably answer the question. And let's see, the September 5th show will be the Piano Man's fourth at the stadium. All right, so that's very cool. But then when we move on to more Billy Joel news, Billy was actually forced to postpone his Hard Rock show due to a medical procedure. Now, this is from January 11th. This is from antimusic.com. And the show he was supposed to do at the Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida, has been postponed until November. It was supposed to take place last Friday, January 17th, but it's been moved to November 1st. And the announcement read, for guests who have already purchased tickets, all tickets for the originally scheduled Friday, January 17th will remain valid for the rescheduled date. Guests who can no longer attend can get refunds at point of purchase within 60 days by Tuesday, March 11th. Billy's socials read, I'm disappointed to share that I must postpone my concert at Hard Rock Live. I appreciate your understanding and look forward to seeing everyone in November. But why? Like, why? So if he had to have a medical procedure, well, what happened? Is he all right? Like, did he make it? Like, I don't know. Let's see. Wait a minute. Medical. I figured the article would really just tell what happened. Not that we need to know, it's none of our business. But is he okay? You know, let's see. It doesn't say nothing. It says nothing. No, just says due to a medical procedure. Well, let's hope the piano man is doing all right. And it seems like he's going to keep going forever and ever too. He's going to go to heaven while he's sitting at the piano. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's one of those things. Like, these guys are just, they're holding on. They're not going anywhere, but he's giving good show. People love it. He sells them out. So, hey, keep going. Have fun. Enjoy your life. If this is what you love doing, go for it. But now Sting, so it's kind of like a domino effect, right? Sting had to do some cancellations as well. This is from USA Today. Sting postpones several performances due to throat infection. I think that's listen, a migraine, vomiting, and a really bad sore throat to me are the worst things that one has to deal with. I mean, because like when your throat is burning and you can't do anything to relieve the pain, that's the worst. And when you have a migraine and you can't do anything to relieve the pain, it's the worst. It's the worst. And vomiting, that stops when it stops. It's just no fun because you have to just sit there and wait for it to end. Anyway, that's enough of that. So Sting, let's see, he's 73, dude. He looks good. He looks good for 73, don't you think? Sting looks good. So let's see. He's been forced to postpone several upcoming concerts because of a throat infection. And he put that out on his social media Wednesday of this week. And he wrote on Instagram, thanks so much for all of the well wishes. I am steadily improving from a temporary throat infection, which has prevented me from singing, though I'm looking forward to resuming my performances and rescheduled shows soon. So he also had some other events he had to cancel. And that's all we got so far. So, it's a throat infection. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He just needs to have some popsicles and tea and some good medication. So let's see. Patty Taylor says, I priced Billy Joel and Stevie Nicks in Detroit. Nosebleed seats are over $200. I can't do that. See, that's the thing. I would love to see. That's a pair I would love to go and see, but I can't justify it, Patty. I agree with you. I can't justify paying, $200 a ticket plus fees and everything, plus the night out, and you can't even see? No. No. It's just, I'll watch the highlights online now. Like, I am so oh my gosh, I don't know, I've changed. I've just changed. I just feel like paying that kind of money is so it's so not worth it. It's just not. Like, I feel like unless you're really spending the money and you've got banging seats, that's when it's just a good time, but if you're sitting so far back and you can't even see, you have to rely on, your glasses. It's just I don't know. That's my perspective. That's my point of view. I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with that because, they go and they do sit in the nosebleed sections and they have a great time. I just and even the sound isn't that good back there either. So I just, if I'm gonna go, I wanna go. And I wanna have a good time and I wanna be there. I wanna be right there experiencing it. Like, I wanna pretend I'm in the band. You know what I mean? I do that anyway because I'm weird. Um, Roberta said you need binoculars, but see, like, what's the point of bringing them? And then you know what? They probably wouldn't let you bring them in. All right. So moving on to, this week, we can't, again, not getting into politics. I'm just not, but I'm getting into the music within the politics because it was a big week. I mean, we have a new president of the United States, and, you can't hide that fact. And you can't hide the fact that a girl from American Idol back in the day, I mean, I watched Carrie Underwood when she performed on, she was going for it on American Idol. I remember that. I watched it when she was on it. And she goes from there to performing for a presidential inauguration. Like, hi, that's big stuff. No matter what your political affiliation is, that is huge for someone, an artist to be able to, say, and again, not gonna split hairs, and I'm not gonna jump over the fence, okay? But you read these things online. Oh well, now I hate Carrie Underwood. Well, listen, opportunity of a lifetime. Like them, don't like them. This is a big deal. Presidential inauguration, your country. You know what I mean? It's a big deal. But however, now I don't know if any of you know what happened, but Carrie, she was going to sing the national anthem and the music started and then it went out. And so she's looking around and, I've seen the clip several times and, she's waiting patiently. She's got her earpiece in. I'm sure somebody's directing her as to, what's going on, what's not going on, what she needs to do. And, the music just didn't come back for her. Her backing tracks were not there. So allegedly, someone basically said to her, just go for it. Just sing it a cappella. She did, and she freaking knocked it out of the ballpark. She did. She is amazing. Thank goodness she can sing. Is it, I mean, really, with how people have backing tracks and all of these other things, auto tune, all this other stuff. The girl can sing, and she blew everybody away. She was awesome. And to just be able to do that at the drop of a hat, girlfriend, that's hardcore right there. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. She got it down. She knew what was going on. She did her Carrie Underwood thing. Professional, beautiful, talented. She got the job done that had to be done. And I don't know, I guess there was some stuff about it. But Jason Aldean, he defended Carrie Underwood after the presidential inauguration mishap and said that's a big move. This is from Hindustan Times. I don't know, but anyway, it's from there. And Jason Aldean called the opportunity to perform for the president a whole different ball game as he said that Carrie's a cappella performance, oh, for goodness gracious, come on now. Her a cappella performance, oh, no, I have to tap the read more button. Uh, performance, I don't know, probably said it was great. But he said he's supporting her, and she was forced to perform "America the Beautiful" a cappella due to technical issues, and this was at the Liberty Ball, after the president was sworn in, and let's see, he went on Jason Aldean went on Fox and Friends and said, "First of all, it's a hard song to do anyway," referring to the patriotic track, which Underwood was forced to perform without background music. The She's country singer went on to say, "And when you're supposed to be singing to a track, and that's what gives you pitch reference for the song, to not have that, for her to just kinda say, 'All right, listen, we'll go.'" That's a big move, and that's a pro move on her part. So, I thought it was great. And I guess Jason also performed at one point on Inauguration Day. And he said, "It was a huge honor to be here and to be part of that night and all the people that were there to support the president. It just feels kind of electric. Everybody's just excited for this new chapter of where we are headed." That's what Jason Aldean said. And let's see. So I don't know if he performed for this current inauguration as well or another one. I am not sure. But now Carrie is actually going up against the let's see, the people at American Idol. And this is from Daily Mail. It says Carrie Underwood's inauguration performance sparks major issue with American Idol. We were just talking about American Idol. No sauce. Stop it. So let's see. They are aware, American Idol bosses are aware of the impact that Carrie Underwood's inauguration performance could have on the show. Oh boy, here we go. You see what I'm saying? Like, instead of just taking it as she performed there because that's it, I think no matter I don't know. All right, we won't get into all that, but it's like no matter that's a huge honor to go perform for the president of the United States, whether you're on that side or not on that side. Like that's a big deal. That's huge. I mean, out of all of the singers in the world, really, not just the USA, but out of all the I mean, I would think you would pick a singer from the United States, but, you know, out of all the other singers out there, and she gets asked to do it, that is humongous, and how good that must have made her feel to be asked to perform there. But I guess it goes in all kinds of other different directions, and American Idol's afraid of how her decision to perform there is gonna hurt them and yada, yada, yada. Can't we all just get along? You know what I mean? Just get along, really. But then we can move on to Billy Ray Cyrus. Now, again, this is also from people.com. He got a lot of backlash from what happened. Now he's looking kind of scary. Let's show you this picture right now. Let's just share a screen. I'm going to share that. I'm gonna go there. He looks a little like if I personally was walking down a dark alley, which I would not alone. Just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. And I saw him coming in the opposite direction. I would be holding on to my mace and I would be frightened because he, he doesn't look great. So I'm just, some people like the messy hair look. I'm not about it. I'm afraid. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna keep going because that's not nice. I love Billy Ray Cyrus. I think you don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. But yeah. Anyway, so Billy did not have a very good experience like Carrie Underwood did. So Carrie Underwood took what happened to her and ran with it. Billy Ray, I guess some stuff happened there too. He had some technical difficulties and it was not fun. So he's getting it. He is getting it from the left and from the right. Now, on January 22nd, Billy, who is 63 years old, he posted on Instagram responding to negative feedback he received for his performance at the presidential inauguration ball on Monday, January 20th. So Billy said, and I quote, "This was the most fun part of the Liberty Ball. And if you didn't see it, you just had to be there." And he captioned the video of him performing an a cappella rendition of Achy Breaky Heart. And he turned comments off for the post. And he went on to say, "I just don't think you'd understand." So I love that. I love that. Clearly, he has a good sense of humor. And he had technical difficulties, bizarre performance of Achy Breaky Heart and his Little Nas X collab of Old Town Road, which is a great song. So let's go ahead. I have a portion of the video that I'm going to play. Let's go ahead and let's watch that for a few minutes here. All right, there it is. I'm going to play it quick. Just let me know in the comments if you can hear it. So I'm just going to do a quick snippet.
I think y'all was
just tell me yes or no. I just played quick. Let me know. Yes. Could you have heard that? Did you hear it? I can hear it. Okay, here we go. Yes, all right, great. Here we go. So this is going to be a few minutes long. Hey, Elise, thank you so much. Thank you, Patty. All right, here we go.
Just getting warmed up, to be honest. You want to do a little more of it? Let me hear you. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse, old town road. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I can't no more. Y'all can put your hands together now, like that. If you encourage me, I'll keep going. They told me to kill as much time as possible, so. Does anybody know the words to Achy Breaky Heart while I'm here? I'll try a little bit. Let's see what happens. Check. Hey, is my guitar still on? I think they cut me off. Is my guitar on, guys? I don't hear my guitar anymore. Check. Is anybody awake? I don't hear it. Do y'all hear this? Where's everybody at? Check. Is anyone back there? Can somebody turn my guitar back on? We're going to sing a little bit more. Y'all want to sing more, or you want me to just get the hell off the stage? I don't give a damn. Y'all probably tired of listening to the music over and over. And I says, you know what? These people want to party. They want to party. Here he goes. Hold on. I bet I got excited and unplugged it. Yeah, volume's up. See, it's not on. Yeah, battery's working, man. Well, let's see. I could try like this. I mean, after what Carrie Underwood did today, wasn't Carrie Underwood fabulous? Carrie Underwood, you were amazing today. They had technical difficulties too. And in life, when you have technical difficulties, you just got to keep going. Or as President Trump would say, you got to fight. Woo! How good was it to see our president back in command, President Trump? What do you think? I mean, it won't play. You're on? You are on. I'm on, but it ain't playing, man. I guess it's dead. You know what? Hell, just snap your fingers. That's okay, bud. That's okay. You can tell the world you never was my girl. You can burn my clothes up when I'm gone. Come on, like this. Or you can tell your friend just what a fool I've been and laugh and joke about me on the phone. There you go. You can tell my own, go back to the farm. Or you can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips. They won't be reaching out for you no more. One time. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart. I just don't think you'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill us, man. Woo, woo. Thank you. Good night.
So, thank you to PBS NewsHour for that clip. And, you know, here's the thing. Is performing at the Liberty Ball, and you would think it would be more together. Like whoever is handling him, you would think there would have been a rehearsal, a sound check, but on the other hand, we don't know what happened behind the scenes. Did he show up there late? Did he show up at the last minute? Did he have the ability to have a sound check? I don't know. I saw instruments on the stage, so I don't know. There's always a backstory though, and there's always a reason for something. Okay, but just some of the things he was saying, like one of the things he said was he was told to kill time. Like kill time for what? You're there to perform. What do you mean kill time? So what happened that he was told that? You just have to wonder what is going on in these situations. Carrie Underwood, what the heck happened there? I mean, why didn't she have music? It's this is a big deal. So what happened to her music? Why did that happen? What happened to Billy Ray Cyrus? Why didn't he have music? Why didn't he know what the heck was going on? Did he know where he was? I don't know, and I'm not making fun because I do love Billy Ray. Right. Now, Tanya said, "Hey, Tanya, how are you?" So Tanya said, "Poor Billy Ray doesn't seem like he's at 100%." Roberta said, "Very sad." Deej, what's going on? He should have had tech people there. Roberta said, "I like Achy Breaky Heart, but that was sad." Hi, Suzanne. Patty said, "I'm embarrassed for him." Halise said, "Is he sick?" Again, we don't know. But then I saw this article from TMZ. And again, I know TMZ, right? But it says, let's see, the title of the article says Trace Cyrus rips brother Brayson, unhealthy like dad, whatever that means. So let's see. Trace Cyrus is beefing with his brother Brayson and throwing some serious shade Brayson's way. Trace called out his brother Brayson on social media for saying his dad is happy and healthy. Trace suggested Billy Ray is battling something and is now insinuating that his brother is also potentially, allegedly fighting the same type of demons. And a fan asked Brayson, "Is posting your dad is happy and healthy? I'm confused." Then Trace took a shot at his brother, saying, "Birds of a feather flock together." So let's see. That's really sad. He said his younger brother looks older than him. And then Trace shows himself working out and boxing, and he's fit. Um, and Trace has been voicing concerns over his dad ever since the country star struggled through a recent performance at the inauguration, claiming that Billy may be doing something he shouldn't be doing to his body. And that's very sad. If that's really the truth, um, and that's the whole thing, right? So I don't know the truth. You don't know the truth. Nobody knows the truth. I mean, we can look at a video like that and, me from being like on this side of the house, yeah, I could be naive. I could sound naive right now and say, oh, maybe he had technical problems. Well, clearly he had technical problems. But again, we just don't know what happened to lead up to that point. What happened for that performance to go that wrong? What happened? Pinpoint what really went down because that guy had no help at all. Nothing. Like it's like he was just thrown out there on the stage to do whatever. But on the other hand, he should have been prepared, more or less. He should have been more prepared. Like, was he supposed to have a band? Was he supposed to have music? It just all doesn't seem to fit correctly with me. So is, Billy Ray battling something? I sure the hell hope not. Because again, I got to tell you guys, I watched a series last night on Netflix called Painkiller or Painkillers. Really eye-opening, true story for the most part. They said they had to change some names and stuff like that for the sake of the film or the series. But go and watch that if you have Netflix. Painkiller or Painkillers. Really, it's all about oxycodone and the resurgence, that the actually the birth of it. So very sad, and it's just sad. It's just really sad. But I don't want to end this live stream on a sad note. I want to end it on a happy note. So it was Steve Perry's birthday a couple of days ago, and he is now 76 years old. And he did post a picture of himself on social media, which I don't have up here right now. And I do have a planned video. Patty Taylor, I have to tell you, I was going to come on here Wednesday night. I had a whole video planned out, and I actually still have it. So at some point, even though his birthday's over, it's fine. No one cares. They're still going to watch the video because I'm going to be talking about Steve Perry. And even though his birthday is over, I've just got a nice queued up video that I'm going to do. And, we're just going to talk about Steve Perry. The whole video is going to just be about Steve Perry. And of course, I think about Gary Stuckey every time I bring up Steve Perry's name. And I mean, that's going to be a lifetime now. That's always going to be there. So, Gary, it's all for you. All the Steve Perry stuff is all in honor of you. And, hopefully you're waving your magical hand over all of us and you're smiling up there. So, guys, I hope you have an amazing week. I really, truly do. I hope that if it's cold, you got someone warm to cuddle up to. I really hope so. And like I said in the beginning of the broadcast, if you have not yet downloaded the free app, free of Kiki.fm, please go ahead and do so. Hit the like button for me. I would truly appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And give yourselves a big, ginormous hug because I love you. And it was Steve Perry's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. Happy everything. And guys, I love you, love you, love you. Mwah. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys. You are absolutely the best. Take care, guys. And thank you so much for being here.